On the morning of March 10, 2026, a sudden cluster of seismic tremors began shaking the bedrock beneath the summit of Kīlauea. At exactly 9:17 a.m., that rising pressure tore through the floor of Halemaumau, the volcano's main summit crater, as two massive lava fountains erupted into the open air. This jet reached a record-breaking 1,770 feet. For scale, consider the Empire State Building. The south vent fountain peaked well above its antenna. It was joined by a north fountain reaching over 1,300 feet, together expelling a staggering volume of liquid rock. The atmospheric impact was immediate. Intense heat vaporized rock and glass, generating a dense, dark gray ash plume that aggressively billowed out of the caldera. In just 9 hours, those two vents expelled 16 million cubic yards of lava, enough molten material to pave a 2-lane highway across the entire United States. Kīlauea is famous for slow oozing flows that allow for close observation. This sudden explosion signals that the mountain is now highly pressurized and capable of paroxysms that defy its friendly reputation. Finding the mechanical trigger for these towering fountains requires looking deep beneath the crater floor. The turning point came in 2018. A massive eruption drained the summit, sending rivers of lava cutting through residential neighborhoods on the volcano's lower flanks. When magma drained, the unsupported summit collapsed. Old chambers fractured into a massive, unstable central cavity. Now filling with fresh magma, but lacking an outlet, the trapped liquid rock causes the chamber to bulge under extreme pressure. The violent fountaining of 2026 is the mechanical consequence of that pressure. Like a pressure cooker with a malfunctioning valve, the volcano holds its magma until the internal stress forces a sudden explosive release. When that release happened on March 10th, the resulting ash plume reached 30,000 feet, allowing southwesterly winds to carry volcanic material across the island. Portions of the volcano golf course were blanketed in thick tephra, a term for any airborne volcanic material, including ash, pumice, and broken glass. Included in that fallout was Pele's hair. These are literal needles of microscopic volcanic glass, sharp enough to irritate skin and eyes, and fine enough to drift all the way across the island to Hilo. There is also a chemical threat. The tephra is coated in fluoride, which can dissolve into the rooftop rainwater catchment systems that many residents use for their drinking water. This explosive phase has a historic precedent. In 1959, an eruption in Kīlauea produced this towering, bright red column of lava. That 1959 fountain reached 1,900 feet, holding the local record for the 20th century. Episode 43 in 2026 is one of the few events in modern history to approach that scale. Kīlauea is famous for effusive cycles, but the fallout across Puna and Hilo proves the volcano retains an ever-present capacity for these explosive paroxysms. After 9 hours, the pressure dropped and the fountains died. By twilight, the crater floor cooled, leaving a vibrant glow against the darkening sky. Native Hawaiians identify this violent geology as the physical presence of the goddess Pele, a perspective that integrates these natural events into a sacred lineage. Living here requires a mindset of aloha aina, a deep respect for the land that acknowledges both its beauty and its destructive potential. Ancient Hawaiian chants describing Pele's battles and shifting moods often align with the physical evidence of caldera collapses that modern science is only now mapping in detail. Episode 43 is a reminder that the Hawaiian Islands are actively under construction. Kīlauea is building and reshaping the island in real time. Navigating its future requires the technical precision of scientific monitoring, alongside a deep cultural respect for the ground beneath our feet.